Sefer Bereshit, Parashat Mikeitz, 6th Aliyah. Yosef saw Benjamin with them, so he said to the one in charge of his house, "Bring the men into the house, have meat slaughtered and prepare it, for with me will these men dine at noon." The man did as Yosef said, and the man brought the men to Yosef's house. But the men became frightened when they were brought to Yosef's house, and they said, "Because of the money replaced in our sacks originally are we being brought, so that a charge can be fabricated against us, that it crashed down on us, and that we be taken as slaves along with our donkeys." They approached the man who was in charge of Yosef's house and spoke to him at the entrance of the house. And they said, "If you please, my lord, we had indeed come down originally to buy food, but it happened when we arrived at the inn and opened our sacks that behold, one's money was in the mouth of his sack. It was our own money in its full amount, so we have brought it back in our hand. We have also brought other money down in our hand to buy food. We do not know who put our money in our sacks." He replied, "Peace with you, fear not. Your God and the God of your father has put a hidden treasure in your sacks. Your payment had reached me." And he brought Shimon out to them. Then the man brought the men into Yosef's house. He provided water, and they washed their feet, and he gave feed to their donkeys. They prepared the tribute for when Yosef would come at noon, for they had heard that they were to eat a meal there. When Yosef came to the house, they brought the tribute. When Yosef came to the house, they brought the tribute that was in their hands to him to the house, and they prostrated themselves to him toward the ground. He inquired after their welfare, and he said, "Is your aged father, of whom you spoke at peace, is he still alive?" They replied, "Your servant, our father, is at peace. He still lives." And they bowed and prostrated themselves. Then he lifted up his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son. So he said, "Is this your little brother of whom you spoke to me?" And he said, "God be gracious to you, my son."